guys, so for today's Makeup Mayhem video, I'm going to be doing a Twitter talk. So I just sent a picture out on Instagram and Twitter, and I basically just said that I was doing a Twitter talk and to please submit your questions. So I have a ton of requests that have come through of questions on both Twitter and Instagram. So I'm going to try to go through these as quickly as I can because I want to get to as many as possible. Sometimes I do Twitter talks and I realize that it has been 10 minutes and I've gotten through like 8 questions. I'm going to start with Twitter because it is a Twitter talk. So the first one is by Helene Sophies, and she says, are you happy with where you are in your life, or do you wish that you would have been somewhere else, career and life-wise? I am extremely happy and blessed to be where I am in life, and I know that's a very cookie cutter answer, but I really am. I wouldn't change anything. I'm I'm in a very good place and I'm very happy. So there's that. The next one is at Hannah Mullen, and she says, is there anything you don't like about living in LA? I love living in LA so much that I purchased a place here, as you guys know. So I really love it, and I've kind of put my roots down, and I think that this is home, and I do really love it. The only thing that I don't like is the traffic. Everyone says that. It is really bad. It kind of affects your day-to-day life because you don't know how long it's gonna take you to get somewhere. Like, you might go to the same place all the time and it might take you an hour difference just based on the flow of the traffic. So kind of crazy, but yeah. And the earthquakes, because they scare me so bad. Oh, and I might mispronounce all of these Twitter usernames, just hashtag warning. Natalie Specker says, if you could use only 3 makeup products for the rest of your life, what would they be? They would be Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, the Naked One palette by Urban Decay for eyeshadows, and Christian Dior Creme de Rose lip balm. I don't know if lip balm counts as makeup. I would say YSL lipstick in number 2. That's kind of been my go-to. I love it. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing YSL number 1 right now, but close enough, right? At Nicole E. McIrtyre, I always say that wrong. Even Pinegold says that's wrong. Says, I would love it if you could wish me happy birthday. I'm turning 23 on Saturday. Happy birthday, and your birthday is the day before mine. Shimmering Ice says, would you rather lose all of your videos or all of your subscribers? That's easy. Of course I'd rather lose all my videos. Why would I want to lose all my subscribers? You guys are the reason I make videos. So without you, it wouldn't matter that I had videos. Whereas if I had you, then I could make new videos. So that's easy. At Victoria Earl says, will you ever visit Ireland, and how do you deal with haters? I do want to visit Ireland. I've never been, and I actually do have some Irish in me, so it would be fun to visit Ireland. My grandmother is very Irish, blah blah is very Irish, and she actually gave me a ring for my birthday this year that is a, I don't know how to pronounce a clawdad? No, that's not right. That rhymes with crawdad, which is a type of shellfish. It's like a ring that's a very Irish ring. If you guys are Irish, and you know what I'm talking about, write it below. It's like a very cherished thing now. And the second part of that was, how do you deal with haters? Honestly, I have dealt with haters since the beginning of being on YouTube. It has been 6 years, and you just kind of learn to grow a thick skin, and you also learn that you can't take what you read to heart. And it's really hard at first, and I'm a very sensitive person, and so I think that I get more upset by things sometimes than maybe other people do. Like, I think it affects me more than it affects Blair, for instance, because she just naturally has a thicker skin. But it is something that everyone on the internet experiences, and it's just something that you have to like mature past and learn that it's not you, it's them. Does that make sense? It's hard to see it that way sometimes. I'm not talking about constructive criticism, I'm just talking about straight up hate. The next one is at A Whirl You Go. Why do you go to Cabo for your birthday every year? This will be the 3rd year in a row. We randomly went there with friends 3 years ago, and it was so much fun, and we had such a good time that I ended up going back last year with a friend. And again, it was like, it's just kind of become this tradition that I love, and I wanted to go again this year. At Nipple Dork said, how did you and Alex Goot become friends? The way we met for the first time in person was he DM'd me on Twitter and he invited me to come see him in concert. And I had a lot of mutual friends with him, and so it just kind of worked out, and I went, and that's how I met him. At Fallen in Love 13, what breed of cat is Pinecone? He is perfect. He is a Persian. I get asked that a lot because a lot of people think that he's a Himalayan like Bear and Bella were, but no, he is a purebred Persian. The next one is at Ward_H. What is one of your favorite songs of the moment? P.S. I love you so much. Thank you. I love you too. My favorite songs. Okay, well, I just went to the Billboard Music Awards, and so pretty much everything that was performed there is my new favorite song. I have a playlist of all of the songs that were performed there, and I think because I just saw them live, it made me love the songs even more, even the ones I had already heard. So basically in the playlist I have She Looks So Perfect by 5 Seconds of Summer, Problem by Ariana Grande, This Is How We Roll by Florida Georgia Line, Play It Again by Luke Bryan. There's a few other ones in here. It's just pretty much everyone that performed, and those are the songs that I'm just like crazy over right now, especially This Is How We Roll by Florida Georgia Line. I am like so in love with that song. At Miranda Finn says, if you could only use one foundation for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why? This one's easy. It would be Laura Mercier Silk Cream. It is what I have used for like 6 years, and I've tried other ones and I've loved other ones, and I've always gone back to Laura Mercier. Every time I fall in love with a new foundation, it's just not as good, and I end up trying Laura Mercier again, falling in love with it again, and thinking, why did I even switch? This is so good. At Gina War says, do you go out without makeup? I absolutely go out without makeup. In fact, if I'm not filming or going anywhere for a specific purpose, like if I'm going out with my friends or I'm going on date night or anything like that, then I just don't do my makeup. If I'm just running errands, I do not do my makeup, and I wear my hair up and I wear jeans and boots and a hoodie. Sometimes I just can't be bothered. It's a long process. Sometimes I just don't want to. Truth. At Jasmine Taylor says, when making a peanut butter jelly, do you dip your knife into the peanut butter or the jelly first? Always the peanut butter. I don't know why. I just don't want to taint the peanut butter. I don't mind tainting the jelly. Jelly's like already sticky and kind of gross, and I don't know. I don't really like jelly either. I kind of like the squeezable jellies because I feel like jelly jars just get really gross. At Kayra Marie says, if you were a character in the Harry Potter series, who would you be and why? I would probably be Luna. Let's just be real. I probably would be. But let's think. I don't know. I don't think I'd be Hermione. I love her, but I don't think I would be her. I don't really know. I feel like I'd be Luna. Luna Lovegood. Luna. At Lilia says, what did you study after high school? In college, I was a pre-law major. I think the actual official title of the major was rhetoric communications, which is a lot of debate and public speaking. Speaking of not being able to speak, who calls it tighter? Apparently not a public speaking major, but it was like the pre-law track at my school. At Fly Fast Live Free, if you had to live in any of the dystopian societies you've read about, which would you choose and why? Oh goodness, I can only think of 3 off the top of my head. Hunger Games, no way. Delirium, that's awful. And Matched, which may be Matched. I mean, Matched isn't terrible. Like if you think about, oh, no, I would do The Uglies, because I think that is so cool. And that's kind of dystopian. It's like very futuristic. I would totally pick The Uglies, Pretties, what was the other one? Specials. I think that world is so cool. That is what I would pick. At Jenny Ann 1993 says, would you ever consider working on a cruise ship as a beauty spa consultant? Possibly, but I don't think I would want to live on a cruise ship because I would really miss Pinecone, and I would miss my friends, and I would just miss everyone in my life, and I don't think I would do that. I mean, I could see why people would want to do it because I think it's exciting and you get to be on a cruise ship for like long periods of time, but actually when I was on a cruise, I was talking to my waiters, like the waiters that were serving us dinner, and I was asking them all about like the cruise life and stuff, and they were saying that they get contracted for like 6 to 9 months and they're on the ship for like 6 to 9 months. I just couldn't do it. That's like the length it takes to cook a baby inside of you. At Nutella Mitt K. East said, which class that you took in college ended up benefiting you most in your real life? I was gonna say public speaking, but like what's wrong with me? I'm mispronouncing everything. Actually, yeah, probably some of my public speaking classes. Pinecone, stop trying to get in the blinds. You are so annoying. Because I think public speaking, as scary as it is, and everyone dreads it, like no one wants to do a public speaking class or a debate class, I really feel like they help you build confidence and help you learn to not be nervous about presenting yourself in front of people. In fact, I can't really think of very many of my classes right now because it's really late. And those, like when I think back on college, I think of my like public speaking and political science classes mostly. And since I'm not doing anything political in my life right now, it doesn't really help me, but public speaking does, because sometimes I'm on panels, like when I go to VidCon and stuff. Okay, which I am going to VidCon if you guys are going. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Instagram now because I know that I had way more Instagram comments and I've done a lot of Twitter already. In fact, this video might already be long.